Hi everyone and welcome back to Story Time. Today we're going to be reading the story Corduroy, written by Don Freeman. And it's a good story. I've been reading a lot about animals lately, dogs and teddy bears. I hope you like animals. Corduroy is a bear who once lived in the toy department of a big store. Day after day, he waited with all the other animals and dolls for somebody to come along and take him home. So do you see all the little animals there? There's a clown and a bunny rabbit, and there's Corduroy in the green overalls, and then there's a doll with pretty blonde hair and a pink bow, and then a giraffe. All of those animals look cute to me. The store was always filled with shoppers buying all sorts of things, but no one ever seemed to want a small bear in green overalls. Then one morning, a little girl stopped and looked straight into Corduroy's bright eyes. "Oh, Mommy," she said, "look, there's the very bear I've always wanted." "Not today, dear," her mother sighed. "I've spent too much already. Besides, he doesn't look new. He's lost the button to one of his shoulder straps." "Oh, do you see? He's missing a button." Corduroy watched them sadly as they walked away. "I didn't know I'd lost a button," he said to himself. "Tonight I'll go and see if I can find it." Oh, he's going to look for his button. Late that evening, when all the shoppers had gone and the doors were shut and locked, Corduroy carefully climbed down from his shelf and began searching everywhere on the floor for his lost button. It's a big store for him to have to look through, isn't it? And his button is tiny. Suddenly, he felt the floor moving under him. Quite by accident, he'd stepped onto an escalator, and up he went. That's what these moving stairs are called in stores. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they're called an escalator. Could this be a mountain? He wondered. I think I've always wanted to climb a mountain. But it's not a mountain, is it? No. But it is going up. And mountains go up, don't they? They're very tall. He stepped off the escalator as it reached the next floor, and there before his eyes was an amazing sight. Tables and chairs and lamps and sofas and rows of beds. "This must be a palace," Corduroy gasped. "I guess I've always wanted to live in a palace." Wow, is it a palace, boys and girls? No, it's not a palace. It's just the store that sells furniture. He wandered around admiring the furniture. "This must be a bed," he said. "I've always wanted to sleep in a bed." And up he crawled onto a large, thick mattress. All at once, he saw something small and round. "Why, here's my button," he cried, and he tried to pick it up, but like all the other buttons on the mattress, it was tied down tight. Is that his button? Is that the one he's missing? No, it isn't. Poor Corduroy, but he doesn't know, does he? He thinks that that's his button, and he's pulling. He yanked and pulled with both paws until pop! Off came the button, and off the mattress Corduroy toppled. Bang! Into a tall floor lamp. Over it fell with a crash. Oh dear, he's made a mess. Corduroy didn't know it, but there was someone else awake in the store. The night watchman was going his rounds on the floor above. When he heard the crash, he came dashing down the escalator. "Now who in the world did that?" he exclaimed. "Somebody must be hiding around here." He's got his flashlight out. He's looking. Do you think he'll find Corduroy? He flashed his light under and over sofas and beds until he came to the biggest bed of all, and there he saw two fuzzy brown ears sticking up from under the cover. "Hello," he said. "How did you get upstairs?" "Oh, Corduroy, He's looking a little frightened, isn't he? Oh no, he's been caught. But he's not in trouble. Oh, look how the night watchman is carrying him so nicely, cuddling him. The watchman tucked Corduroy under his arm and carried him down the escalator and set him on the shelf in the toy department with the other animals and dolls. That's right where he started, isn't it? Corduroy was just waking up when the first customers came into the store in the morning, and there, looking at him with a wide, warm smile, was the same little girl he'd seen only the day before. "I'm Lisa," she said, "and you're going to be my very own bear. Last night I counted what I've saved in my piggy bank, and my mother said I could bring you home." Oh. Lisa's mother couldn't buy the bear, but Lisa had enough money for the bear. "Shall I put him in a box for you?" the saleslady asked. "Oh, no, thank you," Lisa answered, and she carried Corduroy home in her arms. She ran all the way up 4 flights of stairs into her family's apartment and straight to her own room. Oh, look how excited she is. Do you have a doll or a stuffed animal that you love like that? I did when I was little. Corduroy blinked. There was a chair and a chest of drawers, and alongside a girl-sized bed stood a little bed, just the right size for him. The room was small, nothing like that enormous palace in the department store. "This must be home," he said. "I know I've always wanted a home." Lisa sat down with Corduroy on her lap and began to sew a button on his overalls. "I like you the way you are," she said, "but you'll be more comfortable with your shoulder strap fastened." Oh, she's fixing him up. She's taking care of him. That's what we do with things that we care about. We take care of them, don't we? We love them and treat them with kindness. We keep them clean. We pick up our toys and put them in a safe place so they don't get stepped on or broken. When we lose a button, we sew it back on. Yeah. She loves Corduroy. "You must be a friend," said Corduroy. "I've always wanted a friend." "Me too," said Lisa, and she gave him a big hug. The end. I love the story of Corduroy, how he finds a friend. He waited patiently and he finally got a friend, got a home. It's a great story. It makes us thankful for our homes, doesn't it? And the love that we have. It makes us want to show love, doesn't it? Yes, everyone could use some love, a warm smile, some kindness. I hope that you feel that today, and I hope you can show that to someone else today. Maybe your mom and dad. Show them some love. Give them a hug. And smile to those you meet today and say hello. Thank you for joining me for story time today. I always enjoy reading books with you, and I hope you'll join me again next time.